Yeah, it should be fine. He'll just have to deal with it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shakespeare Kelowna's 25th anniversary production of the Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah. It's amazing. For 25 years, Shakespeare Kelowna has been bringing mostly outdoor Shakespeare to Kelowna, which is amazing. They've done some of the tragedies inside. And anyway, we love it. It's wonderful. We love it as much as you do, I'm sure. So, and they were thrilled this year for the first time to partner with the Spearhead Winery. It turns out, knocking on doors, they found a couple of people who own this winery who are Shakespeare fanatics. And they said they'd seen every single one of his shows except 4. I didn't ask which ones those were, but so we're so lucky to be here, and I think you'll realize it after enjoying this experience. So without further ado, turn off your cell phones, don't take any flash photography, and there will be a 20-minute intermission for you to enjoy some of the award-winning wine. I've heard the wine is fantastic. So enjoy the show, everybody. Thanks.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour grows on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like as to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Go, Philostrati, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth.
Happy be ye, Seesaw, renowned Duke.
Ah, thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my permission to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear, before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, that to you your father should be as a god, one who has composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or to disfigure it. Demetrius is a a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty to plead my thoughts in such a presence here. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting fate hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed are they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I wheel my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Give time to pause, and by the next new moon, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else wed Demetrius as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Oh, scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he. As well possessed my love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nedar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon that spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much. But Demetrius, come, and Commodius, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. As for you, Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, either to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. Tell me, what brings such a discord in this world?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear through tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Or, if there is sympathy and choice, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house. She respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with a golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which kniteth souls and prospers love, and by that fire that burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have spoken, numbers more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Oh, Godspeed, fair Helena! Oh, whither away?
Call you me fair? But fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Oh, sickness is his catching, oh, were favor, so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being fated, the rest I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He shall no more see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow! Oh, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander.
I will, my Hermia. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I'm thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all that he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Wait, wait! Her knickers!
Is all our company here?
You're best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And Mary, now good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover? Or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself the most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to the rise. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part that the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gate, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. This is Hercules' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover's more condoling.
Francis, Francis Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Now, what is Thisbe?
A wandering knight. It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Babe, let me not play woman. Oh, I have a beard coming.
Beard!
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, there is my lover dear, my Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and Flute you Thisbe.
proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisby's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisby's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? I pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow at study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion, too! I'll roar that out to any man's heart good to hear me. I'll roar! That'll make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it too terribly. You'd fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us.
Every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if we should frighten the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar, and 'twere any nightingale. Roar.
You can play no part but Pyramus. Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
I will undertake it.
Well, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company and our devices known. I pray you, fail me not.
Oh, we will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, as I serve the fairy queen. To do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou loud spirits, all be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here and on.
Oh, the king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you're that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm, those that hobgoblin call, and sweet Puck, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fattened, bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob. And sometimes for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me, and then slip I from her bum and down topples she. But room fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love. To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus, for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy.
Oh!
And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore, the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air, by night, full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarking traders of blood. We have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton winds. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance until Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom!
Go!
Fairies away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove until I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song.
Yeah, I remember.
That very time I saw Cupid all on a certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. Yet, mark, I with the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell on a little western flower, before milk white, and now purple with love's wound. Handmaidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me this flower. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make, or man or woman, madly dote on the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I will watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, and I'll make her render up the boy to me. Oh, but who comes? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou hast told me they'd stolen unto this wood, and here I am, and woed within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
Do you draw me, you hard-hearted adamant?
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or, rather, do I in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. Demetrius, I am your spaniel, and the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you and to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not? To trust the opportunity of night and an ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity?
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not of the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world.
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story will be changed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou do follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and nodding violets grow, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. With the liquor of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Through this wood, seek out a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Take thou some of it. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. And look thou, meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Ah! Ah!
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of a minute hence. Sing me now asleep, offices and let me rest. You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind birds do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen, Philomel with melody, sing in our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm. Come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby. Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or gut or bell, hard or boy with a bristly hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile figure
Fair love, to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us here if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Oh, be it so, Lysander. Oh, find you out a bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Oh, nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. So by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But gentle friend, for love and comfort, lie further off yet. In human modesty so far be distant. Good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life ends.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then in life when I am loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night in silence? What is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. Well, this is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And there the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl. Upon thy eyelids I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, that love forbids sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! No, thou kill me! Sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not hunt me thus!
Oh, will thou darkling leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh,
I am out of breath in this fawn chase. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. So my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear. Oh, but who's here? Lysander? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wit. Lysander, if you live, just stir away.
And run through firelight for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword!
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he loves your Hermia, Lord? What though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Oh, content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve such scorn? Is not enough, young man, that I cannot, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius I, but you must flout my insufficiency? Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should therefore of another be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing the stomach brings. And all your powers address her love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Oh, I me for pity. Would a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander? Lysander? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak! No. Well, then I perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Wait!
Are we all met?
Pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
Sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire lacking. A parlous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Oh, not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but am Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Oh, we will have such a prologue. Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you. Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, he must name his name, and half his face must be seen for the lion's neck, and he must speak through, saying thus or to the same defect. Ladies, if you think I come hither as a lion, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then we may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else one must come in with a lanthorn and say he comes to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through a chink of wall.
But you can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Oh, well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you spoke in your speech, enter into that break.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen?
Line.
Thisbe.
Thisbe. The flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odorous.
Odorous. Savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thee but here a while, and by to thee I will appear.
Oh, a stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, you must. For you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant
Most
Pyramus.
radiant
Most radiant Pyramus. Most lily white of hue. Of color like the red rose. Oh, triumphant briar. As true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Minnie's too.
That's nighness to man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine. Why do they run away? This is the name for them to make me afeard.
Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an accent of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see the knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. Ha! But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. And I will sing, so that they shall hear I am not afraid. The ouzel cock, so black of hue, with orange dotty bill. The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo, whose note full many a man doth mock, and dares not answer.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue. Force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks mistress should have little reason for that. Yet, to tell the truth, love and reason keep little company together nowadays. I can jest upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go.
thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate, and the summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, Betty, cobweb, and I, moth, and I, and mustard, and I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with green grapes, purple figs, and mulberries. Have my love to bed and to arise. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesy. Hail, mortal! Hail! Hail! Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb?
I shall desire you of more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too, good Mistress Peas Blossom. Your name, I beseech you.
Mustard seed.
I promise you, your kindred have made my eye water ere now.
Come. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. How now, mad spirit? What knights rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, were met together to rehearse a play. The shallowest thick-skinned of that barren sort, whom Pyramus presented, in their sport an ass's knoll I fixed on his head, so at his sight away his fellows fly. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
Oh, this was all better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too.
Oh, stand close. This is the same Athenian.
Well, this is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay so bitter breath on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. But thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being overshoes in the blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true into the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him! And so should a murderer look, so dead, so grim!
Well, so should the murder look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder, do so much?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more.
There's
no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I shall remain. What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice in some true love's sight. About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou dost wake, if she be by, beg of her for a remedy.
Oh, captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Oh, Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep.
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her. He loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. Oh, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips. Those kissing cherries tempting grow.
Spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? To vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death. Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, that love is gone. My heart to her but has guestwise sojourned. And now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain. Helen, it is not so!
Lysander found! But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Oh! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent, oh, is it all forgot? All school days' friendship? And will you rend our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. It is not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. Though it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. silly, counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. Fare you well, partly my own fault, death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay! Gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, fair Helena!
Oh, excellent!
We do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
Oh, I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Hang off, thou cat! Vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent!
What change is this? Sweet love, do not jest.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee!
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I strike her? Hurt her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
Hate me? You lose my love, and not I harm you. Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was Since night you loved me, yes, since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest shall I say.
I by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you
You come by night, stolen my love far from him. Fie of faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
puppet. Oh, why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And have you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Thou painted maple! Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, though you must be gentlemen, let her not hurt me! Please let her not strike me! You may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her!
Lower? Hark again!
Oh, good Hermia! Do not be so fair with me! I have reported to you, Hermia! Never to keep your counsel! Never wronged you! In love, attempt Demetrius! I told him of yourself when in this wood! He followed you! I followed him! But he have turned me heads! Avoided me! Now if you will let me quiet go to Athens, will I bear my folly back to you? No further! Let me go! You see how simple and how fond I am!
Why get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that here I leave behind!
Lysander!
Demetrius!
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Although she be but little, she is fierce!
Little! Nothing but low and little. Let me come to her!
Oh, get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus! You bead! You agon!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Ha! Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to see whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor stay longer in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
thou still mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Oh, believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Aye, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then will I her charmed eye release, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. Oh, I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Ah, here comes one. Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now! Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou? I will be with thee straight! Who follow me to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away? Thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars and wilt not come? Come, thou recreant! Come, thou child!
Oh, yea. Art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here. He goes before me and still dares me on. I come where he calls, but then he is gone. Oh, that villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster did he fly than fall in my dark, uneven way. Come, thou gentle day. Oh, coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night. Wait thy hour. Shine comforts from the east. Bring me back to Athens by daylight. From these my poor company detest. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Ah, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Ah, never so weary, never so in woe. Bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Oh, here I will rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, a remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. The country proverb known that every man should take his own, in thy waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man will have his mare again, and all will be well.
Come, sit thee down upon my flowery bed. While I thy amiable cheeks do toy, and stick musk roses in thy smooth, sleek head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Oh. Where's Mistress Cobweb?
Ready?
Mistress Cobweb, kill me a red-hipped humblebee, and good mistress, bring me the honey bag. Where's Mistress Mustard Seed?
Ready? What is your will?
Nothing good, madame, but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, for methinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music.
Or say, love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. Oh, I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a good hay, a sweet hay. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Oh, sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honey suckle gently and twist. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Oh, good Robin. Oh, seest thou the sweet sight? Oh. I will undo these hateful imperfections of her eyes. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. And now, Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? How I do loathe his visit now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his hat. Titania. Music call.
Music hall! Music such as charmeth sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own true eyes peep.
Fairy King, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then in silence sad, trip we over the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. Judge when you hear.
But, sir, what nymphs are these? My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander is. This Demetrius. And this Helena, old Nedar's Helena. I do wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose early to observe the rite of May. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia was to give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but a couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. But, as I think, for truly would I speak, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might without the peril of the Athenian law.
Oh, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me.
My good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is, my love for Hermia melted as the snow, and all of the faith, the virtue of my heart, the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my good lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food. But in health come to my natural taste. And now I wish it, love it, long for it, and will evermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems as though we still sleep, we dream. Did the Duke not just come and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And he did bid us follow them to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Well, let us go then. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. Next is most fair Paris. Hi-ho! Peter Quince! Fruit the bellows mender! Snout! Starveling! God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more the gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported. If he come not, the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
Nay, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. Well, a paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all be made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. No, thus has he lost 6 pence a day during his life. No, he could not have staked 6 pence a day. And the Duke not given him 6 pence a day. I'll be hanged. No, he would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus. Or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, most courageous day!
Oh,
most
master.
happy hour!
I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet father!
Not a word of me. All that I will say is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together. Good strings to your beards. No ribbons to your punts. Meet presently at the palace, and every man look o'er his part. For the short of the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion tear his nails, for they shall hang out as the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words, away! Go! Away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
Well, more strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth and fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy. What, howsoever strange and admirable.
Well, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth?
Here, mighty Theseus.
Come now, what mask? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make a choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Oh, well, none of that. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. Well, that's an old device. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That's hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious.
Who are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which have never laboured in their minds till now, and now breathe their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptials.
And we will hear it.
Oh, no, no, my noble lord, it's not for you. I've heard it over. It's nothing. Nothing in this world.
I will hear that play. Go, bring them in. And take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Gentle, sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
if we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous Lady Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall. That vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder. This man, with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, well here they do remain. Oh.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink. Through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, are to whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, the stone doth show that I'm that same wall, but truth is so. And this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you consider lime and hair to speak better?
The wittiest partition I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus approaches the wall, silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with you so black! Oh, night, whichever art when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot, and thou, oh, wall! Oh, sweet, oh, lovely wall, which stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh, wall. Oh, sweet, oh, lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. What see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Methinks the wall, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceive me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter, and I am to spy her through the wall. You will see it will fall flat as I told you. Yonder she comes. Oh, wall.
Often hast thou heard my moans! Party my fair Pyramus and me, these cherry lips have often kissed thy stones! Thy stones with lime and hand it up in thee!
I see a voice. Now will I through the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe,
My love thou art, my love I think!
think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me too!
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the walls whole, not your lips at all!
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
That's Ninus tomb.
That's Ninus' tomb.
I wait, I death, I come without delay!
Thus have I, Wall, my part discharged so, and being done, away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar! Then know that I, one snug the joiner, am a lion's fell, or else so lion's dam. So if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, of good conscience.
The best beast, my good lord, I ever saw. The lion is the very fox for his valor.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
I think by the small light of his discretion, he's in the wane.
Proceed, moon.
Well, all I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog!
But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is Anthony's tomb! Where is my love? Well roared, lion!
Well run, Thisbe! Well shone, moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Oh, and then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious glittering golden gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Do you see? What can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, dear. Her mantle good, what stain with blood? Approach ye, furies fell! Ooh, fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quail.
He shrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile here hath deflowered my dear?
Devoured!
Devoured! Which is? No, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that ever loved, that ever liked, that ever licked.
That ever looked!
With cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword and wound. The pap of Pyramus, I, the left pap, where the heart doth hop. Thus die I. Oh, die. Oh, die. Ah! No! Am I dead? Now am I fled? My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight. Let's die. Ooh. Die. Oh. Die.
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover. And prove an ass.
How chance moonshine be gone before Thisbe returns and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight, and her passion ends the play.
Oh, asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove! Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speed! Speed! Quite dumb! Dead! Dead! A tool must cover thine sweet eyes! These my lips! This cherry nose! These yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Are gone! Oh, lovers make moon! Lovers make moon! His eyes were as green as leeks! Oh, sisters three! Come! Come to me! With hands as pale as milk! Lay them in gold! For you have shown! With shears, his thread of silk! Tongue? Not a word. Come, trusty sword!
Come, bleed my breast and brew! Ah!
Misbehave!
Adieu!
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I am all too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down the part of their fathers. Would it please you to hear the epilogue or to see a very last dance between two of our company?
Oh, no, epilogue, I pray you. For your play makes no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. It was, truly, and very notably, discharged. The iron tongue of midnight hath struck 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time.
Through this house, give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar.
Hand in hand, with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended.
That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And in this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Chancels, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we shall mend. And, as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.